Meanwhile, the crisis at the border continues to deepen. The number of unaccompanied migrant children in Customs and Border Protection custody hitting another high. Look at this, 5,767 children in custody. That's the number from Sunday. This, as White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki clarified yesterday what Vice President Kamala Harris's role is, and she's not in charge of the border crisis after Joe Biden said she is, but she's identifying the root causes of migration. Joining us right now is former U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement Acting Director Ron Vitiello. Ron, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for joining us. This is a head-scratcher. What do you think went on here? First, President Biden says his Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be the point man, the point woman, whatever, on the border. A couple of days later, her office comes out and says, no. I'm not going to be the point person on the border. What I'm doing is diplomacy. What?
Obviously, the message is off about who's doing what. I watched the event at the White House when the president talked about putting her in charge, and I think he was pointing her to the role he had in 2014 and 2015, where President Obama selected him to do the diplomatic arrangements in the Northern Triangle and with Mexico. And he told a few stories, anecdotes about how he got on a plane with a suitcase full of money and brought it to the Northern Triangle. Now, we do have to have a diplomatic relationship with the countries that are sending these folks. But a suitcase full of money in 2015 didn't stop the surge. What stopped the surge in 2015 was family residential centers, detention for the people who are coming to the border like they're coming now, but in much smaller numbers in 2014 than today.
Yeah, but let's fast forward to 2017, 2018, 2019 under President Trump. And what President Trump did was negotiate and diplomacy with these countries where they installed Remain in Mexico, a program which enabled the migrants to stay in Mexico and not travel to the interior of this country. There was also overturning catch and release. They reinstituted catch and release. Catch people, release them right into the population, and of course the construction of the border wall. Those three main things is what the Trump administration did to actually stem the flow of illegal immigration. Joe Biden comes in the first 2 weeks and overturns all of that, and now we've got almost 6,000 kids in custody, and we've got surges beyond our expectations at the border every day.
It's a terrible problem. I feel terrible for the workforce. The men and women of DHS and their families are going through yet another surge. And you're right. We had tools to abate that surge because people weren't successfully getting released into the United States. That's the end game for these folks. It's a completely rational act to come to the border if you know you're going to be released into the interior. And so more and more are going to come, and there's nothing in the pipeline as it relates to the change in policy, the rhetoric, or operationally that they're going to change. It seems like we're going to double down on this policy. They remove the tools without having sufficient shelter space at HHS. Border Patrol stations are no place for children. They're not built to handle this kind of population. Now, they've been augmented. The workforce has done really well to care for these people, but they're not equipped in just the physical locations are too small. But these kids have to be processed in a certain way. The shelters have to be operated in a specific way as well.
Ron, the hypocrisy goes even further, okay? This story is mind-boggling, this next story. We have parents at home right now having breakfast watching this program. They're with their kids because their kids can't get into their schools because the schools are closed. Get this. San Diego public school teachers are now teaching migrant children in-person learning, while the district students are taught only online. The County Office of Education is telling Fox News in a statement that participating teachers are doing so voluntarily and that, quote, all children in California, regardless of immigration status, have a constitutional right to education. We also have a moral obligation to ensure a bright future for our children. Can you get any, this is just outrageous, Ron. You've got San Diego students at home with their families. You know that the most people who've lost their jobs are women. They had to leave the workforce because of the lockdown, because they're caring for their children. They're at home caring for their children because they're forced to have online learning. And then you've got those teachers in California teaching the migrants in-person learning. Riddle me that, Ron. What is this about?
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a gut punch to the taxpayers, the people who pay school taxes in those communities in San Diego, right? Everybody's still getting paid. Those teachers are volunteering to go to the shelter, but they're still taking a salary for doing their work at home. And yeah, it's tough on families. I'm lucky that my children are out of school age, but this online learning thing is not a great thing. And then, the shelters have to be equipped with education, medical, dental. They have hot meals and snacks and all. They have to do all of those things. But it certainly seems like in San Diego that kids can go back to school if teachers can go out into the shelters and teach the migrant kids as well.
All right, Ron, we'll keep watching this. This is just an outrageous story. Ron Vitiello, we appreciate your time this morning. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much.